Hey everyone, welcome back to the Compound Zoo. Welcome if you are new. We are in a completely change of scenery than we usually are. We're actually in the chicken coop. It's loud.
Why is she a scary chicken? I'm scared. Scared?
So in today's video, we're going to show you guys how you do health checks on the birds. We do ours weekly, just because we're a little anal retentive like that. Probably really only need to do them once every other week, unless you have a really large flock, so then like you divide who's getting done one week, who's getting done the other. But currently we have a flock of, 13 now. So we like to do ours weekly because it is still small, and since ours are all still currently freeloaders, it helps us make sure that nobody's egg bound, especially the witches girls, so our Rhode Island Reds, because they are, at the time of filming, they're 20 and a half weeks, or almost 21 weeks, if they're not already 21 weeks. They should have theoretically started laying eggs.
Look at you, Molly. Why? Don't look away from me. Daddy, don't cuddle her. She'll lay eggs when she's ready.
So today we are going to show you guys how to check over your birds if you guys are new to backyard chickening. Let's get started. Alright y'all, so this is Rory. You guys have seen him in some previous videos. I'll link him up there when we did our... I'll link the card when we introduced him to you guys. I think it was in like our flock update. He is now... How old are you? 15 weeks, I think?
Yes.
15, 16 weeks. He is a Rhode Island, that's over there. He is a black copper Moran, and he has what's known as the fibro gene, which is what makes him all shiny. But that's not what we're here to do today. That has nothing to do with the inspection. He's just one of our more docile birds, so it's easier to show you guys on him. I did think about doing it on the silkies because they're smaller, but not a lot of people have silkies. So we're gonna go with the traditional standard looking chicken. So the first things first that you want to check is you want to do a complete once over of their physical appearance. So you just check to make sure that nothing physically looks wrong. So if you look at the top of his comb, he's got some little bumps and bruises, not bruises, but he's got some little bumps on there because a certain somebody likes getting into a fight with our freaking turkey and his now brother that we thought was a sister. So these aren't really... Hi, bird.
I'm a bird.
There's a Barbosa. So we're not too worried about all the damage on top of his comb. It doesn't really affect anything on him. It's just a little cosmetic damage. The next thing you want to look at is you want to check their wings. So let's see if I can do this with one hand. Probably not. So I'm going to enlist the aid of my child. Come here, child.
Hello.
So we're going to check the wingspan. So to do that, we gently pull on the wing, check to make sure that it extends and that he doesn't have any sort of pain or discomfort on it. Check the other side.
If he has pain or discomfort.
And he's already offering his wings. They're used to this. They've been doing this since they were little. And then we are also going to check to make sure there are no mites, lice, bumps, any sort of infestation. He did not like that. What happened, buddy?
I just poked him right here and then.
What happened, buddy?
I poked him to try and inspect him.
What happened? Okay. So you want to check like up in here, up underneath the feathers, look close to the skin, see if there are any mites. Mites will look like little black dots that are moving. Any sort of parasite. Your wing is bent, bud. What did you do? So again, no, just another cosmetic thing, not impeding him in any sort of way. He still has full mobility of his wing. He flies everywhere in this coop. We're going to check his underside. So we just flip him up, check his tummy. This is a little difficult. I'm holding with one hand, so.
And his wings out.
Right. You good?
No.
You're heavy. You're not small like you used to be. You're heavy. Alright, so we're going to check his feathers at the base of his head while I got him all chilled out. So you want to check their feathers in general, and you want to get as close to the skin as possible. Again, you're still checking for those parasites, anything that looks wrong. And if you have a large flock like we do, where they don't all always get along, you're also checking to make sure there is no damage.
The only
only damage he has.
You are such a pretty boy.
This one.
All right, so checked all the feathers. They're all good. The next thing you're gonna do is you're also going to check its feet. So grab it around the body. Check its feet.
Fuzz feet.
So you're gonna look in the pads of their feet, which is the dead center, and you're gonna look for any cuts, abrasions, anything that looks out of place. There's also something called bumblefoot. I'll insert a picture right here.
Hold on.
It is a disease in birds when they get an abrasion on the bottom of their feet and little bits of dirt and stuff get in it and it becomes infected. You're also gonna check their toes. Their toes look okay. You're gonna check their legs. Everything on him is spick and span. The next thing you're gonna check is their butt. So to do this I'm gonna have to do off camera because it's kind of hard to show, but you're gonna look for their egg shoot. Let me see if I can get it on camera. So y'all might see a chicken butt. You don't wanna see chicken butt? Go for it, I'll put the timestamp down here. Chicken butt. That's what you're looking for. You're making sure nothing is poking out. So that's a prolapse. You wanna make sure their internal organs are not coming outside the body. They only have one hole. That is really the only hole you're looking for.
Both males and females.
Yes, males and females only have one hole
Don't they
that you're
have-
looking for.
Don't they have two? Because they're nope. Oh, okay, yes, and their mouth.
Speaking of mouth, that is okay. I got you, buddy. I got
They
you.
only have one rear end. There's not an egg shoot in a butthole.
Speaking of mouth, that is the next thing that we are going to look at. So we are going to check the beak, make sure there is no deformity on the beak. Check to make sure there is no damage, no crusties around his little nostrils. Let me see your other side, buddy.
It's cute.
And then the next thing, birds really don't like this. You gotta pry their mouth open and smell. You're gonna smell the breath.
It's really hard to do.
So the easiest, especially if you're doing this on your own, is kind of cup their head like this, and then kind of just squeeze and open. I usually don't do this on my own. I always have help.
Calm down.
So you're gonna get it open just a little bit.
Mom, this
Sniff it.
breath smells
Like a-
weird.
Make sure that it doesn't smell like sour milk. If it smells like sour milk, there is usually something called a sour crop. The crop is this little part right here, which is also what you want to feel when you're doing
Their
an
neck.
all over.
This is basically their neck.
This is their chest. So the crop is something else that you want to check for. Their crop is where they store their food. It's kind of the sack on the chicken that stores the food before it starts going through their stomach, their intestines, and all that. You want to check to make sure if it is around the time that they would normally eat. It should be slightly hard but palatable. You don't want it hard as a rock. You also don't want it super squishy to feel like bubble wrap. Right, handsome boy.
Yeah.
So that is how you guys check over a chicken. Like I said, we do this weekly. You have to check what does best for your flock.
We
For
have
us,
it
it works
weekly owls.
best weekly. So really, it just depends on your schedule, your lifestyle. We do it weekly because he said so, and we kind of just stuck with it. But that's gonna do, guys. Be sure to thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram at TheCompoundZoo. Say it again. And we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye, guys.